All right, buckle up, everyone, because week 8 in the NFL was a wild ride. We're talking rookies breaking records, Hail Mary finishes, and a few teams proving they're not who we thought they were.
Yeah, this week had a little bit of everything, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely. We've got 5 games we're going to dive into today. Chargers taking on the Saints, Bills versus Seahawks, that crazy Commanders and Bears game, Chiefs facing the Raiders, and Broncos against the Panthers.
I'm excited to break these down. I feel like we saw the future of the league this week with some of these rookies,
Yeah, and a few veterans reminding us they're not done yet either. Let's start with the Chargers and Saints game. What did you think of Ladd McConkey's performance?
Oh, man. 100 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. It's been a while since we've seen that kind of day from a Chargers rookie receiver.
11 years to be exact. And, for a team that struggled to find that consistent threat in the passing game, this could be massive for them.
For sure. And it really highlighted the difference in trajectories, I guess you could say, between the Chargers and the Saints. The Saints are not having the season they hoped for.
Not at all. 6 straight losses. That's their worst streak since 2005.
Wow. And you know what's crazy? Back in 2005, the Saints were actually a dominant force. Goes to show how quickly things can change in the NFL.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And, even in this loss, Alvin Kamara still put up 122 total yards.
He did, yeah. It makes you think about that contract extension he just got. What does this slump mean for their long-term strategy with him,
Absolutely. And speaking of teams with contrasting trajectories, how about those Broncos? Rookie QB Bo Nix is having a season a lot of people didn't see coming.
Yeah, he really balled out this week, didn't he? Breaking franchise records for wins and completions by a rookie. I mean, he's surpassing names like John Elway and Drew Lock. That's a big deal.
No doubt about it. And that win against the Panthers wasn't even close. It felt like a statement win.
Totally. This wasn't just luck. It was a team clicking on all cylinders. You could see how Nix is changing the game for them. And the Panthers, well, they're on the other end of that spectrum, aren't they?
Yeah. Speaking of crazy finishes, did you see that Commanders-Bears game?
Oh, man, that Hail Mary. Talk about a way to end a game.
I mean, the Commanders are down by 2, the clock's ticking away, and then Jayden Daniels throws this 52-yard prayer.
And it gets tipped before landing right in Noah Brown's hands for the win.
Can you imagine being a fan in that stadium?
The energy must have been insane.
But it's funny because before that Hail Mary, it was like a completely different game. The Commanders were only scoring field goals, and all by Austin Seibert.
Right? He actually broke some franchise records that game. Most field goals made and points scored through week 8 by a kicker.
Yeah. And then, boom, Hail Mary out of nowhere.
It's like the NFL scriptwriters got bored with the field goals. Haha. But you never know what to expect, right? And speaking of unexpected, the Bills just demolished the Seahawks, didn't they?
Josh Allen was on fire. 283 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. The Seahawks defense just couldn't stop him.
Yeah, it felt like a clinic on how to run an offense. And on the other side, the Seahawks could only manage 32 rushing yards. That's rough.
That's putting it lightly. And then you've got the Chiefs, another week, another win.
Undefeated streak continues. Mahomes had 2 more touchdown passes, including one to Travis Kelce.
Oh, yeah, his first touchdown of the season. And it was a beauty.
Ended the day with 10 receptions for 90 yards and a score. Pretty good for a guy who hadn't found the end zone yet.
I bet his fantasy owners are breathing a sigh of relief.
Yeah, I'm sure. But these games, these storylines, it makes you think, which of these are going to shape the playoff picture? Will the Saints figure things out? Can Bo Nix keep this magic going for the Broncos?
So many questions and not a lot of time to answer them. It's why we love the NFL, right? Always something new to talk about.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see what week 9 brings.
Me neither. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this deep dive. We'll be back next week with more insights and analysis. See you then.
See ya!